Adom TV sunye ene ye memenda September bosom ne de toso edun wotwe se memenda du na Nnawotwe ebose ya na ye de Nnawotwe dwumadi na ye de ebre wo tie nkan so asempa 94.7 FM midi the chief Jerry Force me da asesa na person so afidie eda ha edi dwumadi ye de free ye studios here kokomlemle 355 Fanofa Street ewo Enkran ye de dwumadi ye de somodon hwere mienu a eda ye nemu no nsam a Nnawotwe edi akotene na ye beji nkonya na fe yagibre na ye bobo se na memenda bia ye de ebre wo nti kan ho ewo TV so radio so na fe Facebook na fe ye ndi sadwumadi ye fa embom midini bi o the chief Jerry Force betimi afremi CJ production team etamachi na dwumadi ye de ebre wo na enkoma da pro so no eye mienu ni nyina so ehu hia pa Ghana Police Service eye oman bambo adwuma eko bako a womo edidwuma so pa ede eboa woman se ye ka internal security bible hu semsem e wo man no emu a Ghana Police Service edimu akotene pa and so over the years political actors makwan ma Ghana Police Service entimi nyo adwuma womu tu anamo bi kura no na order from above say yenja no order from above say yenkwache no order from above say munye ni say enti adwuma no ngasa constitution na wo mmra no ehye wo say wo munye no anya de wo mutimi edi sa adwuma no eno ama wo adwuma no kamia say atosini kakra over the years and so wo de wani atofam anansen former IGP Oropon Bonum Koi ma fei Dr. George Akufu Dampare eba yi asa ye hunu sachra kakra bi ewo adwuma Ghana Police Service wo mu edie no now I will tell you why. Na se obesha wo madwuma wo mo ye visibility be bia obehunu a police for na se kwa de ehunu a police for omote ponkoso eno amenam kran kom baabi a police for omote ponkoso a wo mo ede eboban niema bebre a acting IGP no nkasa wodi animu anadwo ne awia nsuo to wono awo grounds hobi ejira sense chaye abamu pa na Nnawotwe bibia esi na ye jira so ne atwehwe sankomo yi Osofpani Isaac Owusu Bempa a oda Glorious Word Chapel anokwese da etwam ya apolicefoɔ ekɔ na sɔre abra oguso a wɔyɛ asɔre na wɔn ehunu video bi a ɛnenam social media let us say ɔsɔfo ne boys ana na sɔfo nkuma bi wɔn kurakura akode atuo ne adeɛ ne nam social media enti wɔn kɔ asɔre hɔ no asɔre ma no ɛne nsuo bo wɛbo kasa ɛbo wɔn ne apolicefoɔ no everything time so papa and I'm so myself also Bempa ni nipa miensa omuka no ho approach for eche homo now nienti akoma also for also Bempa na rest no akoye news any relationship with the party in power a new patriotic party amanyoko no any nkanka mampani a wote akonya so his excellency Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo is say in the run up to the elections also for also Bempa kan sembebre any campaigns ahodo ni obedi nkunim se na abato no beko enti se apolicefoɔ betimi atu anamon bi akɔkye obi a nanka nipa bebre adwene mu no kanya de betimi aye osofo Owusu Bempa ye hwɛ senior over the years medical akyere mu no a enti anapa ye hwɛ osofo Owusu Bempa kyerɛ ye kyerɛ no ene emu nsɛm we are asking is it a new dawn for law enforcement ana anapa ye beje be na fei ya twetwe mu enkomo atosumienu afibia kamia ese sankomo yedi West African Examinations Council wo mo hwe BC ni wasi so afibia exams papers ni bi eliki oni wo kasa so mo ma oreshem se nya de ebesi bio dey na ekoso ewo wayek anti wo mo ntimi embo enkrata no ho ban ana nsosho no ho ban menti dabia examination eliki na fe edin sunsuaso no eba school for no omotwe ensoswe no because eliki inti yetwam yensan so enkotro no foforo eliki inti yetwam na say Africa Education Watch edi krata betu just say CID for wo mo enhwehwem esan say wayeka ana wasia emofra no omotro no 4 of the topics manihwe wo mo say food and nutrition and afa elective maths and afa English and afa NAPTEX social studies between 10:30 anajo and anapa 4 a.m. no womo intercepte sa papers yi meant womo say Nnawotwe Yi into police ID for ehwehwemu How does WAEC deal with this ill? This is the second issue. And that so we need the chief Jerry Forson and to be a madam with your farm, no baby chunkomoy, Eddie Achero. But Mamma Kwaba, the entry homra. Now, children, my dear, I'm Kwaba, the OT and Council Asempa 94.7 FM, meeting at the chief Jerry Forson. Me that's a video no at the joining Facebook, na fe fa o comment eto ho Adom TV Facebook and I say Asempa 94.7 FM and so Facebook fa comment to ho ya bedem na fe ya kenkan de amamame Emma ebejafo akwaba Minia Anthony Nupenu Greater Accra regional organizer of the NDC Anthony Atnase ye share NSC Akumi 2020 parliamentary candidate for Akwatia constituency on the ticket of the MPP on also ba be kan ho na fe ya twetwe enkomo but mamene Tony enhye enkomo no ase Tony akwaba
boho
bibia boko
bo ade adom ye ho ye na
ye de nyame ase se me hu se still no wo homecoming no me hu se wa je Gosa 97
nyame ya adom na ye Ganata students
okay
ye shemu kesia ye afibia homecoming
I see
and the enrana e shasie and then a annual general meeting na ya other activities nti mika say union bebre na wo dodowa krom fiti anora anope su be dodowa na ba arrive nti obi biara wo fi wo hwe me otie mi a se unyanya wadwe so be ba ekroma e piso ka ho na fa wata de hye na ebetu ye o
ka 97 year group no
97 year group
no pe no wanyi o fantastic
koshe yeni akuma no crime
yeah
na ya hwe activity projects are so be safa for the coming year na etimi ya abo school no na school so tumpo at least uso afem idea na odi ka cry so
definitely
yeah
definitely once more school no they look up to some of us ya fast school no
exactly
yeah especially on TV so much and can radio so na this
na mo hu physical so na
pride
it give them some encouragement it's good to go back to your alma mater
absolutely
and give back some little token so that's what we are doing today
Gosa 97 yes. Carpe diem Carpe diem
sell
fantastic
God grace abide with Ganata star bright with blessed manifold
me that's it Anthony Nupenu akwaba biu now the arrest of Osofo Owusu Bempa did they come to you as a surprise mama
me that's me chia ahwefo na etiefo nyina ma chia wankasa so maka se efa sida manyame because senyo no anka yentimi nsori ano pe yembe che adwene wo Ghana kankon and back to me as a surprise I think say it was long overdue because there's a high level of indiscipline in the religious front and dano ya so musu say omo enyame nipa no mo afa ho e di yeniama emfa discipline ba because I see religious and moral environment the anka honor I say discipline den kankon entintim but how be some breeding point now sometimes nipa bebe na hwe say the political angle na hoodlums in vigilantism but never to me catch say vigilantism is in the church
really
look at most of these pastors any mrantie gu omo ho betting ni omo ye I don't know vigilantes vigilantism is in the political circles yes I agree it's in part of the religious environment it's part of the traditional environment
but only asofo bebre kasa they mention personal security and in fact certain security experts also are advising that it is not completely out of place say oye nyame nipa you get that sort of security personal security for yourself Tony
yes no mo say and no mo emulate no or the disciples na nante ye on for security for nante or this senkafo the only one na one senkafo
maybe at that time now security issues was not
that is the time the world was even dangerous because now wild animals can divulge you when you walk through the forest.
Even disciples now can at a point. Peter, or sword, so they fought for Jesus.
They fought for Jesus. At the point they first said the man was doing the right thing, and people wanted to take his life. But that they didn't understand the man's preaching. But at the end of the day, Jesus never encouraged Peter or Fasun or Tarian or Canini. And then I saw from the shed omo hoodlums yi kutupa kone kobuwe kone kodiwe atem or social media so mini we nya beef unko keke bi kire no. Is that what Jesus taught them? I'm an African believer. Even though we are born issue, I'm quite sorry, but I believe in the African tradition. And most of these things, have made the Christendom now a baby. And I believe this should be a step in. This is not the first time. Also, been part of media houses, attacking hosts, I say, Nyama or media station. What has come of it? It's not an attack in the media, or attack on the media. One Invigilator no. Then a buyer, Obini Mayebi. Asofu binum, the media for them, can't be brave. I think, for me, it is the law that has acted. It's too excessive. What is excessive? We are banchi, body, contumely, or dance awam. Or no, as the law acted well or acted in excess. Nania, or no movie dom. Say me call, I could attack you, you say, whatever. The utterance alone is an infringement of the law. So no, you'll be anti-mincheno. Then you stand on pulpit, share. What sorry, ma say, a crumuhano, who was car, put me boom faso. Yes, I know kind.
No, also, say, we favor if you be a buy and I mean. The authorities are. You need some.
Also, was car a police worker. How can you say this? In the first, so you are telling yourself, police for no money. Perception on corruption. Somebody is who claims to say it's a reality. Mu amu ska okrom ha no. Mu tu amu kanti. Mu ya boni a. Omu hwem mamuko. Court. Who sika. With me at justice, which is a perception that is on the judiciary. Is that what Usuma is saying? Say it is real. So the perceived things are here canon, and then Usuma is saying, say, who was scout to me top police opinion for we are Bonia intimate becho, who was scout to me top a judge for you do some cockota. We found who is that what he's saying? Say it's real. So or Shania, I'm sorry for say. Munye the same. So, what society will we build? Lawless society. And this is the man calling himself a man of God? I don't think so. He is not following Christ. He has his ulterior motive. And therefore, me, Nyamia Adom, court, I'm on the bill. I say, whatever charges, ye di bono. So, pleading guilty and pleading guilty. The Atemboa for the prosecution will do their work. At the end of the day, we have also true. That is the law. And I don't think I have any problem with it. Okay. Yeah,
Juma police for no more so, especially the current police administration, acting IGP, Dr. Dampare Edano. But back to the quality of messenger, a free pulpit, echo Christians and I say Muslims, echo. What is gradually changing? Ubo, the message also for Uzubempa, no general purpose or can. But from where you sit as a Christian one and as someone who believes in the African traditional religion, then I who say sir, Tony.
Nia Susani say, and Dudona Edi Sikechi, and Yamin Omusu, and yet Christo and Omusu. Forming a certain society and Omubuta affluence. I fear some trickery. High
expectations.
Yes. And that is what they preach to the flock, the congregation. Salvation in Ihobio. So, ube siki nyame ahubambo no eniho. Because I believe God is the biggest protector, even though He protect you. Enti nyame asem na nkasa na omu kita Bible no, omu si Bible ni ti asise. Ena di omu pe no na omu ka. And because society are very highly gullible, ti nipa edi ni re ahye nipa mu, onfa ni re nhye nyame mu. Enti ne Ghana for dodo no, omu sum nipa, omu sum nyankopon. Kristo na omu so mu agi se omu agi nkwa no, omu sum Kristo. Because usum Kristo na usum nyame na usuma nyame so obowo ni seso enti uti udem na odi wo hia asem to nyame anima obetie se nukre edo o tekremaso na wakuma mu ye papa wo unia ho udo nipa nyame tie. You don't need to go to a pastor so kwaje ajinkwa enti immediate mesre Ghana for Munhwe won mukotina mo asori dem say omu kanyame say mun so hwe omu su ni ban. These are people who are living lavishly.
And yet they command a lot, a huge followership.
Omu di adi kuntu kesi akatani penis.
You think members near brainwash your man?
Yeah, brainwashes. Most of them are using supernatural powers. Is it supernatural? Occultic powers. Yes, be jeans you for handkerchief way, for towel way, for the way. When you use it, your brain is no more working.
But some of these things are scriptural.
Unfortunately, sometimes you can go to some of these churches, you see lawyers. Obi a wa quantity you saw here. Yes. Lawyer ni oti ho. Obi a quantity you saw a doctor.
You see medical doctors, members of parliament,
even
you see
judges.
ministers, judges.
So these ones. And he does say the man standing here is not preaching salvation to you. He's preaching wealth, affluence, how quickly you can make money. Is that how God is teaching the world?
But at the end of the day, you know, GDA so.
GDA ben no. GDA ni say what say nyankupo bi wo ho. A wudi nukrama no. The Orthodox churches sakanya omu anka suku bebre wo ko ma hania. Hospital bebre ni ha. They've provided social amenities to society. Where is their corporate social responsibility to society?
Okay. You share the use of social media because we this information be a police for and I'm be a police for 2 years no. We have some information on social media. Gun wielding members, supporters of Osofia, police for who saw video no to so edit 2 sir and I'm on the coach of Osofo so bempe. Kwaya Osofo binom use social media. Ebinum di jumakese pa. Mobile social media like Facebook Live, lots of followers. Ebinum hono ya sorry ni ade, but others too are doing otherwise. I don't know who is saying.
Social media, let me say, we have abused it. You see, before Bruni, be dream bibi hu diabano or wabuta kese mano. But here in the African, because we don't study to understand how profitable nebe you so adiwe. Ediama ye development, you know, we tend to abuse it. And then social media, 90%, what do we use it for? Attack on each other. Abusive things. Nyama here. But also, enumuna broni nusunye sikao. The moment broni, I say, me enhancing telecommunication. Look at the man hour, the amount of credit I get at the cost of social media. How have that credit, you know, come back to build your life? So he has gotten his money. Have you gotten something? No. 2. Nipa na okwa no. At the end of the day, say Twitter or say Instagram or say whatever, no. The number of following, no, he is being paid some stipends. In the young boys, that is where they put video and they are making money. I say, Juma Mamu, who talk credit and they follow, no. What are you getting? You are making somebody rich. it is about time we all understand, say, whatever we do, no, and I'm to no, make sure I'm no, it about wabrabom. Other than that, we will continue to be wallowing in this kind of abject poverty. And there are some who they have now taken that space and doing all manner of things, preaching fake news all over, and it's breeding indiscipline in society. And then, young Kora and a young man telling my young book penny. Do not jina a soft be more 80 or more. Because I attack you, unana, mami ofi, a bonny dim bonny, because a fake person, aka said, or no, or the whom akata also. What's on one or something or the whom akata also no. No, decide not show, I do more anymore. Now I could do my miatem, or fast can we chow mammy. Nasa ni pano, uko ni congregation. Not be someone say how. So I believe the government also have a role to play in sanitizing the
space,
Christian, the religious and moral space, because we are a country that we cannot allow anything to just fester. Biblia say and grow in the name of Christianity, in the name of Islamism, in the name of traditional believers worship. Now, acrophobia baby some will come. Frosters, some will come. Ne jamu, ne because of the digital space about DDT no so no. They are all over the media and misbehaving. They are all over social media. The communication, the NCA and NITA, all of them have a role to play to bring out a policy to sanitize this space. Okay. Other than that, yedachima nkwa ebe bibi. Okay.
Anthony Nukpenu and Nnawotwe Yi, regional organizer for the NDC Greater Accra region. And Nnawotwe Yi, Ernest Yakumi, Abe joining the 2020 parliamentary candidate on the ticket of the NPP Akotia constituency. Ernesto, Akwaba. Near Osiewu, Bibia Boko there.
You are
and that's never perfect.
And a payable fresh power. Baby, if you catch on some heavy. I mean, Champion troublesome organizer. And first I was when man.
Just a boy. Or barber, yo.
And first one, you are
you go boss one for woman next year match. Good.
Hey, next year, Tom.
Yeah.
What about on Henny?
Yeah.
Jose.
Or Henny.
Hey,
now then.
There be some say in Chebiana, me offer for me no be a move during election time. No. Nnawotwe Yi see o mono sa na watch ni mu ana me papa so efi mo no
say you dey ahome kakra sa na dey ba ko so abese that's understandable but you share the arrest of Osofo Usu Bempa asema me di kan bi sa Anthony did they come to you as a surprise? Ernest
they di kan yen chia ahwefo ne yenuanom a etie on radio so cause maybe some etie mo
Asempa FM.
Na minchia mi Nnawotwe, I think largely why are there. Na Ganata for Muso Mudio, your Momutim Kwanso, goes out my idea, but say just as to Musa. So what I say,
yes,
oh, some money and school in years, so oh, some me call school for Papa Sony.
School.
Oh, the only college in Ghana.
I did school.
Allah, no, I can't say. So I say, it's Yema Gosa, Yema Mutrinkwa. Na Nnawotwe no me bana metie no. I think largely I agree with him in some no I can't do na e no kwe kwan so. In some way by no metie nipa ni bi. Be nipa ni bebre na wo ho a no person mo de amanyosem efrefa nsem no. But I think say you wo man mu na se problem ba na e pese e solve na yamfa no kwedi anka asem no anase bebi asem no pomasi bre woni yamfa nsi a na kyesa asem no yentimi solve etu be hu se enei no enkosi afeso no na osofo foforo anase onipa titu foforo bi nso akoye eniamon nsɛm a ɛno nso abɛyɛ discussion te sɛ ne yɛ ka ho asɛm yi asɛm a yɛ ka ho asɛm yi yɛ asɛm a largely no share osofo usu bempa ne ne course between yɛsɛ agrada it is highly unwarranted enya ade a na ɛsɛ fata sɛ ɛwɔ sɛ kɔba ne sa sɛ bi menim ade a mo mienu na mo prayer omoji ana ɛba ne sɛ wodi dɔm anim krampo na enu kwan sɛ oba low to the extent sɛ ɛbɛkɔ akɔdu mebi no na afɛ deɛ yɛde w'anim etwitwi fam eti menim deɛ omutu na omoji ne competitions ɛwɔ the swimming competition as I see aba asɔfofoɔ ne nipa ne bi ntɛm a ɛyɛ akɔfɛ fa sansɛm we ɛba to me I think say honor issue ne wa ɛwɔ sɛ yɛhwɛ because unim sɛ nkwagye ho asɛm ne yɛka anasɛ nipa a yɛpɛ sɛ yɛpre deɛ ɔmo kɔ soro ahemme mu asɛm ne yɛka deɛ a na nka nsɛm fata sɛ obi bɛko obi ho ntɔkwa ɛsan sɛ nyankopɔn nankasa nim ne nkɔɔfoɔ na ne nkɔɔfoɔ nso ɛnim no so ata nti asɔre biara ne numbers a nyankopɔn ɛde bɛmɔm ɛne ɔsɔfo biara nso ne ne calling a nyankopɔn ɛde ama no nti me no mete asɛm no na emu yɛ merem kakra na ubisa question bi sɛ enti na ɛyɛ nwanwa na ɛnyɛ nwanwa na ɛnyɛ nwanwa no nso
looking at the caliber of Osofo Subempa, his affiliation with the party in power, with the president and all that.
You see affiliation ya beba hono but me ana me ka sɛ ɛnyɛ nwanwa ɛnyɛ nwanwa sɛ me personalize ne sɛ Osofo Subempa asɛm ana ɛnyɛ me nwanwa da bi but ɛnyɛ me nwanwa because ɛyɛ nipa suban ana ɛnyɛ me nwanwa because me hwɛ anamontu a asɔfofoɔ ni bi tu anamontu a ye leaders ɛwɔ Ghana no sometimes nipa ni bi tu kasa yɛ ka ɛne nneɛma a ɛni hu kwan sɛ ɛyɛ me nwanwa deɛ di hɔ nso ne sɛ ɔsɔfo biara yɛ nipa first ansa na ne calling sɛ ufi honhom no mu na ɔbɛ nipa mu a ɔte sɛ me ne umienu a enti ɔwɔ ne good side ɛna ɔwɔ ne bad side na sɛ kɔba ne sɛ nsɛm bi sɛ esi ne yɛ ka ne nyinaa bom na yɛ ka sɛ ana yɛ personalize ne sɛ ɔsɔfo Subempa ana wakɔyɛ saa adeɛ no ana denti na ɔyɛ saa adeɛ na na kyɛ sɛ yɛ personal ɔno nipa no ne yɛ fa ne si wɔ aka ho asɛm ba me to me no me feel sɛ ɔyɛ nipa te sɛ yɛ a eti sana me butimi fu no saa na ɔno nso ne butimi fu sana asɛm timi hyɛ me so no saa na timi hyɛ obi so and even mmara mu kra no mmara timi make provision sɛ look provocation ebetumi aba sɛ obi akɔto adeɛ so asɛm na akɔto so no ahyɛ ne so abro so to the extent sɛ bi kwa na watwito na watutu ɛkyɛ sɛ mmara kra nim sɛ nipa butimi fu ekodu dan pɛmpɛn so obi a ɛnsɛ sɛ odu enti oyɛ nipa sɛ na tie bia no ne bu betimi efu obetimi ayɛ adeɛ ama na bro so nti me deɛ me ka sɛ ɛyɛ me nwanwa sɛ okodu san pɛmpɛn so na there be but wo hwɛ the unnecessary competition na me deɛ to me no ɛno na ɛwɔ sɛ ɔmo ankasa yɛ ahwɛyie ɛwɔ mo enche bia bɛte ne yɛsi obi nim ne baako ne de sɛn ɔbɔfoɔ so no mo so mo de ataso
na social media
na
TV station
me bi atwem no obi nim ne prophet 1 ananya sa ne fa no opambo na omo so mo de ataso I am worried because me am a committed believer of our Lord Jesus so at asenti me Christo ni mapa eno pani ade a me gidie den ewo mu eti se ko ba ne se emre ne mre nyina no sa nneama we no is being characterized and associated with the church na eya na asefem kakra to me no largely no I feel say baby a ya bedu no yes say asofofo nankasa ebehwe enya suahunu bia den efimu na motimi atwe omo afi nneama matabata ho ide anim guase ebre asori ne omo ankasa eti baby a ba bedu no me say asofo Subempa omo nkompon na echi me sure say by now no ono ankasa tenase asese ehun say nkonya abotre kakra bi a ebi kwa nanka na asem edewo a nei no nka bi ankote ne ba bi anka na nko bi aka so na asem ede eti ebe se omunya abotre na omuni omho ede endili yi na menua nupenu raise issues bi se message a omu preach or prophet ne so ana ono ka bi se ono ka do say believer or say traditional believer nti ono no multiple beliefs so at say ba ye na ye gidie ba akopɛ no o Christ Jesus no eba ne sa na akoye din ti say omo amo no omo adwen yo montanta na so omo gi different beliefs din no na ekoba ne sa na omo bisa questions legitimately no ntimi nsi omo kwan say de omo bisa ene ba ni nsamba ko bisa say nti we mu nyina omo ya asofo but Bible can a day the pefe say and you want our friend on our judge ni pa.
Ye
momu nyina trabe ni do a na ya de ye yidi ye na ye de efimu. Eti ekobani sa na criticizing them, speaking about them no na heading. And in line with faith, and sometimes I nipa ni bi person better as you. If you say na mo school edu eche na mo be lawyer for na mo be judge for na mo di mo re nyina sha sofofo mo dem bi. So what I say, Christianity is faith-based. So what I say, and the Bible can
not only Christianity, religion is faith-based.
I know much about Christianity. Okay. And so what I say, say minimum about Islamic way I can speak about it, but I know less about that. So what I say, but with Christianity, especially the book of Hebrews, I say without faith, it is impossible to please God.
That's right.
So I didn't say we need GDR, untimi, and so radiani. And also sure him untimi nkobi.
But sajidie no, ese wunya wo sofo no a wogina wanim honimu. Ana so ese wunya wo Nyankopon no a ode sa sofo no begina wanim nimu.
I was so wunya wo Nyankopon anim. But Nyankopon anim no ne Christosum anim no. Nyankopon at every point in time, you can deny obedi ne flock no anim. So what I say, eti wo mu say ye nyina ye so Nyankopon de, but Nyankopon nankasa ma yete ana say Bible no ma yete ase say honhom a Nyankopon de adua ye mu ebi didi de eden echi. Etubo say Bible say ye nyina ye no gift no obia obi because nsatia ne nya eden enyepe. But you obi so ya friend no a specific office. Ne calling is say oye evangelist. Obi calling say oye nsemkeni oye prophet oye teacher oye apostle. Yeah. So what I say, senkasa distinction no eni ho a nka Bible no e ma ye ntia say yetimi free obi ejina apostle office. Say ne de ne say on tete asofofo no tete sorry. Obi de ne say on hye nkom, obi de ne say onye nsemkani, obi ne say onye teacher no ntra de. So what ntia just say whether we like it or not, in as much as Nyankopon honhom etiyemu na ye nyina ye wo Bible no kwan ne so nyame kro no ebinom no wa pa mo say wo mundi edom nanim na saafo no na wo say omankasa hwe omunipa ene ye ni esu ne eban ne wo mu no omo hwe ne ye na omo distinguish omo ho efi niama edifi ene nkeka ho beka asori ne ho.
Okay, all right. Ernest Medase, now yafa nkomo no embra adwuma Ghana Police Service wamo eye. In fact, anamoya wamu tui on Reverend also for Musubempa. In my introduction, Mekai said previously, now the political hands order from above, where the Mamma from Sankano, now near the current acting IGP, warrior, I mean, say ye be a Jumanimua, now their visibility in maybe or more year there. Is this an indication? Said now the Ghana Police Service is ready to sidestep the political actors in performing their duties, their constitutional mandate.
See, CJ, this is any say after any IGP or BBA brochure. Police service now as an institution, almost service to integrity, integrity to service, omomoto no. But omonkasa and omodi omohu abonfian say them. They have all the mandate. Say, Dano, ombe sanitizing your internal space. Say, discipline by society. But I think for some time now, I think you are not to almost say the rate of indiscipline by a society. Men share a politician by instructive before Obetuanamo. Because your loyalty is to the Constitution of the Republic. And yet, Omampeni, our power, and I'm Minister of Interior. The way I call the Christendom, Nipadi Nijidi Edi Kendininechi, instead of Bible now, assembly no, it's all Tiasiano, or the Bible now to honor, or cancel softening preachy Bible no, and say no Tiasia. Or no person have anything to do with the Bible to
knowing God for himself?
No. This will be a channel.
Okay.
On only believe no.
Okay.
But that is not how faith is. Faith is you yourself. And what apply for job? Suppose say police. The day you inaugurate you, I have commission no. Your loyalty is to the state and the constitution. But many a time the police for say this a politician can. Enti mimi a political actor. Me din some phone okrom ha. Na omo hwe me say because of my manual say me ma touch me. What the constitution says, I am equal before the law. But truck pusher eye bibi kakra ni ayire no. Media because me would do Anthony Nukwe no regional organizer anti ye hwe me. Why should it be so? At the end of the day, they say that order from who? Yes, I know some people sitting in a public office and they abuse it. But you see, so who GD say, "Wanam to know is to the constitution. No politician can stop you." Has any police officer ever mentioned the name of Obia or man or the same actor now? So where is your loyalty? And one way or the other, you can say maybe a new leadership. I'm a certain roadmap. Say, look, within my first year, I want to achieve this. Only the commanders are tenacity. Because for now, I've seen say Dampare has moved to almost all the regions. Yeah. Only regional commanders, divisional commanders, district commanders, in Gitahudi Wama roadmap. Only the men, by and large, this is even some morale. And you also the never be able to acquaint because the moment you assume that office, no, also person JDB said die because said for you to no Ghana for some Kai say also buy no which assassin apart. And I believe that Dampare with the diligence and the gentleman he is, no, also JD in the service. So on also be yet na family there. Near here say obinya the fullest cooperation of the men, the commission officers and the rank and file. Say Nejuma Ebesweni. Obetime any now he needs the right tools, the logistics, and the commitment of the Ghanaian.
Support he support from his appointing authority. Nipa no our appointing no. He support. Because if, I believe that if there's any even credit, it should be given to the appointing authority.
So appointing would the man with the right tools and logistics. He needs the support of the men in uniform and his senior officers and the cooperation of the Ghanaian public to deliver to the constitution. He doesn't need to go and bow to the president again. At the end of the day, Oye Jumano na ye na Ghana for any soa. President Akufo-Addo takes the credit. So,
okay, so for now, with the new wave, would you be, frank enough to give the credit to the president?
What is new wave? Logistics being provided for him now.
No, but you were just mentioning his approach. All the regions, met
so
the men, taking some bold steps.
So he will need
so far because to give credit to
districts be over car problem. And he need those tools to make sure say he fights crime. Eastern region. And many a times operation almost come with the bus. Bus cannot fight crime. So he will need sophisticated vehicles. Because say armed robbers say na use V8, use Tundra. Now the Navara na say Hilos, ebedi omuchia. I think you cannot combat them rightly. Too soon, every government, every bomber say you add some, but the police, because Eastern region say the way a crime they call, they need about 2 choppers. Because of the way the guys act in the bush, so that they can be able to fight them. I know they have about 2 or 3 choppers, that's helicopters, but they may need more. Check near Kosovo Galamsey site when you need. So they are stepping up. I believe Alas and Koye Kudalo Baye. I think Bueno de Menhun Nejuma Okrumham. The 2 years or so, 3 years are Bueno. I think they have been rising in discipline in society. And the police were like not acting. But on the time, as he said, Yamamu, some new vehicles. I've not seen much. He's bringing back visibility. And that is good because, you see, ukitaka, pona, unya let's say police force in a ha, you discipline yourself on the road. And I believe that is.
Yesterday I saw policemen on horses in Accra, parts of Accra, and in fact
they started that within the week.
Yeah.
And it's a plus. They have the horses, but most of the time now a parade and I say where this time they are using it to enter communities, intersections, and more motorbikes and also. So I think they are stepping up, but it should not be only in the city hub. Let's get into, because we do Amasama Hokwa. Look at what happens there. The road will be so filled with cars are parked also. MTTD for no one. It should not be only maybe CID and I say only the MTTD.
Okay.
Traffic bus or council intersection. We need the MTTD.
Tony, the question is, with the arrest of Osofo Usubempa, do you see the Ghana Police Service acting independently?
I think, say, by and large, step on taking with this Usubempa Semi. Nkofwe Nyagidie Srunkumbi said the police has acted. And it for me a deterrence to Nipa Bebre say, hey, enibi share. Social media now there is some eye-watching social media, and you can be picked up anytime. I think so. It's a right in the it's a good step in the right direction, and I believe we will compliment them to do more. Saying
But that's Tony. Ernest, do you see the dawn of a new dawn for law enforcement?
Okay, CJ. Maybe a question will be say na me to na me dream, but I think say my personal view is it is too early to read. I didn't think make us it's a good step. It's a step in the right direction. But I quite say make it too no. It will be a good start. Bit number say be na nipa no bad finishing. Obi so wa kokudro wa modin obetimi etu di akwakusi. IGP e dey na be in management amo CCA no. They are doing a good job. In crashe ni e dey be sure mo. Na yakoso from time to time na yetimi push you no mogina omonai so na omotimi aye den a perform it to your expectation. Na maka ni say you know sometimes kroma unprincipled life ana ema ye ho chien e wo kroma. Mprepi ya ba police sem anase ba say obi gina leadership position na ye criticize na aya na meka say de bia na ye chichi ni nyina bobo ano ana ye de akosue omampani abobo ano na yakaso ultimate responsibility ono no ya appointo nti se wapa onipa ne se ombedi dwuma ne de enyem ko ade a o se otwe omampani hjem se koba ne se eya na ya twe omampani aye den esi nchen many okase won so di kan bisa question bi about so Usubempa ne political affiliation many okase nyet to say ebia izima ebia NPP amanyoko na na say izima yempenifo. Because if you see the backlash, and I say if you hear the backlash in Kofoka, social media, if you see what is going on there, then somewhere people who are loyal to the party and not equally loyal to Osofo no. Kaditia Amanyokona.
Okay.
What I say?
I see.
Hey, yeah. Because in the end, they feel so this is a person or you aligned to the party. Until then, you tune JJ Musa. Almost so much in no. Now so when you penia or drink shekai. Not every time no drink the bebo mine ho na I was say on a scale of ways and also balancing no to be making sure say police administration ebe na adwuma whilst we also manage the expectations of our people. So what I say sagroni yanken di wechi a o say agroni ede so what nti na ye nuanom NDC fo ni ye nuanom bi o mo ka police for na ya de police for the o ma ya de nyame se enka no kwe emra na sese o mo di ye adwuma eti mra ne de o mo di ye adwuma I was see a ball my basso said then, oh my idea. But no crayons only say, when the tables turn, or china, oh dear man, this in Nibin Koye Yam ransom, and now mobin Cody Bonnet, now police from Pound is a so political witch hunting. Net is soon not done. That is the problem we have in this country. so what I say boni ayanka say ye di wia na ye de amanyosem atare ahye ye ho na ye de pe bambo no that is where the problem is nje si ano e also for usu bempanti police fire there wo mose ye nyina ya bose wo china no se table ne sesa na ekoye NDC ni bi ana ekoye nipa fofo bi boni a odi ya what we all need to understand ne say principle ne say boni ye nhye ne party color it is nipa no se running ni dia e wo say yetimi boss ase na ye boy mra police for ede mra no edi osofo owusu bempa no e wo say yetimi di the same osebo no eye adwuma e okroma no say ene no na ya ede eyi no oye neni ba no eno na ya na ano ehye no because say na nyom amanyoni opa bu component hwe wachi kakra obo NDC for mpanifo a omo ne mra no benya issue kakra police for invite them the moment police for nya invite them ape obo na amanyoko ni mu mpanifo ne ade na mato mo agu monten so idam be yo echa na some bet na mfidie so a obo hu adapa twa be ko police administration ne ho dedi also ne say me emra police for assembly to ja na no bet na mo fidie so me can say every time bia no I was a separate collective responsibility no efi the ultimate responsibility no say nipa opa obi say won koye adwuma no e wo bebi a ono no na sede ekodu ani wo bebi nso ameni umienu ya sede say e wo si etimi ye na edi share the ultimate responsibility no e mo man ni timi tumpon nti ekoban so mampani pao IGP bi say IGP ni metna say na onye adwuma yen sori nchichi bibia amfanto o mampani aboboa no Omampenia said the say obe provide leadership. Omampenia said the say obe provide policy framework. Omampenia said the say akandi asa nipa ne de be ye adwuma no obe provide. O provide we are on only ultimate responsibility no wa discharge. On say minia nukwanu kasa no softly no na otwetwe nsem hyem onye sure say akandi a wose edima police wo say adwuma owusu bempa omkochi ni. Akandi be na no mu hia omampani fa ma omo. That's the question you ask yourself. I can't be abutre. Abutre. I can't be a was omunsaka bi omusaka. Sebi o ma fa form na kochi no. Ananyesa. Omutike mu na kochi no. Wo mo kochi no, no mu nche uniform.
But I think Tony was referring to some activities in the eastern region and some galamsey.
They were no different.
Yes.
Obisa ni say enti ensem fata say nei na police for native I say dey abaso dey any more mampani ana.
Yes.
Na you na no ye ni say. O say onye sure say akade na wo say o mampani mo no mampani role ewo mu no anything. That's the question opposing ma. Enti imagine that clear. Me back am say ensem na no ye ono ne contribution face say be mo e be boa. It's a good idea.
Yes.
But specifically no me face say baby a baby a need dey say wo say dey to no ye mfa nto he could have chosen to be like the others.
About body and more mampani.
Minka say about body man, but my point ni say police for na yade, but police for na yade so nipa no so politically minum mienu nya o memu a when say he could have intervened because you who be in the past.
Yeah.
So I say, but he chose not to. It am di kan catch o say it's a scale of balance of mampani din who to make sure say I was running ejuma na me manage the expectations of my people. And on that stretch no mampani then why ya there is the fact say you can wasem. The other aspect ne say I can't be asem a me you can wasem. Mami put you on record say aban bi eni wa ba wa ma police administration no the needed logistical support esen aban we. It's on record police for Nankasaka. Go check the number of vehicles. NPP are buying Yeru Akufo-Addo are buying by or the Ama Police Administration. No. Ko share your friend is saying bulletproof jacket near there are buying the Ama Police Administration. No. Never ko compare previous years and say a no monsaka. Ko share the structures. What I say? Omodi put in place within the police administration. No. Trying to reframe policing in this nation. And so to say there's a new national security policy framework abano edia tuja. Go and read it and see. Until I'm say the ultimate responsibility no on mampeni was all discharging. What discharging it there faithfully. Niaka ye me any nukwenu any yenom na debia ye twetwe police for ano esi bone no say akwanya ne ba na se me ho ka egwamu ne echemi a ese me MPP ni India ne police for na ya de ocha ye chi nukwenu pe ono ye ndisi no David political witch hunting. Sanya na ekosunyano going forward. Yen na was a police for the needed support, the needed morale. Yes, I no so swan and taka and money ekese and tisa. It's yen timemufono, the necessary encouragement, any morale, near there any supporter, it be tap police for nation, which is our collective responsibility. See a discharging faithfully. Me wo GDS say IGP no tesono ono so betimi a discharge ne responsibility.
Joyce also down so on Facebook I say or share in live. So Reverend Owusu Bempa is a leader. He should have exercised restraint. Why should he go to the house of Nanagrada and also decline police invitation? I don't know the other man on Facebook no Solomon Kwabna Ifa or say he is very wise. He should keep it up. I saw train live every Palma, it was Spain. Alexander Prince as well, I say, yes, those so-called prophets and pastors in Africa, especially Ghana, they some of them are fake and businessmen and women. It's up to our security services to arrest them. Wilberforce Kwejo Abuaje, I say their Bible calls them sheeps, and sheeps are sober. Okay, sheep. Sheep are sober. So the vampire men of so-called God in the Bible are feeding on their ignorance. I pity those sheep from Germany, Frankfurt, and also so they the Abama. You try humra na fe yeba. Yeba wrap up on the first topic na fe we are the issue of examination leakages now also so and then also so actual. So we need the Chief Jerry Fortson. Now what you do with this yeba. Now, choose near Yamachi, I'm a crowd bio, but I saw a video in Adom TV, Samson Asempa 94.7 FM, the bro, don't fear the kind of Kugu, and the next hour, your uncle Honma and also so, but me promise say, buy a wrap it up on the Owusu Bempa issue. If there's any advice that we need to give to the Ghana Police Service, and also moving forward, clients is almost fast on almost 12 years, Juma Panua. We can do 2 minutes on that one and then we are now zooming into the WAEC examination leakage conversation and also so now and also so they are brought Tony 2 minutes now and so 2 minutes near fancy.
Well, I believe sir minia or per se or trimming back NDC MPP politics are not paid. You're so nationalistic on the set and now NPP providing vehicles. Vehicles, ben. My best vehicles are provided police for starter.
I said that they could 4 days. What are you saying?
He lost here, mobile commission here was procured under NDC. Mobile commission here. And sometimes I don't need to do it.
You say you want to be nationalistic. Now look at where you're going. It's
no, it's my and I don't want to do it. Yechi NDC no ye bonia. Why should I go and mobilize and go on the street? Why should I? Nipena ye boni Ghana for no ye bonia. Why? But we have lived in this country where you invite Obi say unhiano for now I could detain. It's unlawful. Because depending lawyers are called, who tell the new someone, why are you arresting the person? Those things have breed tension. I believe, sir, the CID unit must also watch that angle. So we invite you, be not any lawyers, but now who tell the someone. So, who person will china for could do bono, court, to me.
Okay.
But to arrest the person there, you infuriate people. Those things must also be paid. Secondly, the MTTD. Sometimes someone to me Gina Bronubi, na traffic are jamming, no more Gina, no more. Sometimes also they should be proactive. Oh, and they say maybe I'm here about bridge via washi, Matisse commander and dispatching police for some coordinators.
Yeah,
that is proactiveness because and yes, sir, you see, say number so
okay.
the way I hear who more in Krankrum, most of the time, and yes, sanity or the outskirts of the town. Enti, because I don't pay who call it sounds here. The traffic will be dim after the Pokwasi
interchange.
But I believe there's a police for a movie, and you see, maybe a market for the police station, police divisional commander or Muchi. But they don't care. Now, cast Gina Kwano so ni pay trim now who paint them call Edia Kumasino.
Okay.
You have to. So those things, the proactivity of district commanders and divisional commanders, and it's about complementing the work of the IGP,
right,
and it
Tony.
can give us all
right, Tony.
Good.
But I say, Ernest, a quick one after men come zoom so.
See, I think many are doing largely on Ninsem now Wakano. Now sometimes to bring it down from baby or no fino, ABC the very low level. No, I think the police administration and sometimes district commanders and regional commanders, fashion out policy, at share quine say munko in so, but sometimes maka could do for more, no more yeno, send a PBR. For instance, what study I bet me could do barrier B. Udu on share quine nuka once is one of the busiest corridors Agana. No e kaswa near there. Those are key streets and obianim say do memenda enipa fi sa Kumasi Eastern region near the nam one returning from a year, especially memenda nyumeni kwesi adane ade na enye easy na be no mabo block na police ni no ejina ono lackadaisically shame fane ho ne dia ha ne say ojina ho ka biba your men are on the ground now we engage nipa no now to me I think sometimes emotional intelligence must work.
Okay.
So I tell you, when I work grounds, you must apply your knowledge of the job, Nemboa, Emasaniama will be neither enconomy. Now, look new equipment, na some more Canada. I still maintain when him said the records are very sacred.
And as you come that say, after young call Asama Tosumi, so the issue of amphibia and social BEC level, SSC level. The trivia ability and chance for half for at the back. Africa Education Watch one more petition the comma CID said no I feel the any day momo enjoy to one more enhwehwemu ma me ne ora kwesi ni mo junior or your programs officer Africa Education Watch or ba resume no so go fi utemenka kwesi utemenka sorry
Meto nko pe yin kase.
Me ba to bibia boko de.
Nyame adum ni ahwe ye na mo nso
ye guso nkakra. Me gidi say we are one of the field officers mo ye juma Emma Africa Education Watch. Boyemu ni amoko field. Nso hwe no ekoso mo call monitoring no. De na mo huni ansa na mpo ya leakages no so. Afani.
Yo Nedi Kameda say na mechi ahwefo na etiefo nyina. Ba 2021 was in mo said the year no 2020 no. School level and online monitoring nyina aka ho. Na preliminary findings nya abra omo sha
Afanini mo wadaro ma hwe wayi no man kakra. Okay. My member studio be so akọ akwesi ni mo eho na yen hwe. In fact, me ne Kofi Asare Africa Education Watch drink come and my mission say free also. Okay. And na we say between 10:30 p.m. and 4 a.m. when we intercept food and nutrition tray, elective maths, English, NAPTEX, social studies, and you want to ask yourself, how does these things happen? Because when you focus, they give you the full assurance. Okay, and also, after all the assurances are wired for the money, we still have these challenges every year. Ernest.
TJ, a bus why can sense me, I bet to say perennial flooding. So I say, afebia no
Nnawotwe Yi afebia exams leaky
afebia exams leaky na ya betna na ya kan wasem na ekọ na sanso ababiem eti wo kai nyina de me bisa me no say wayek na nkasa na mechanisms ben ana omo de ato wo say okay last year no a kwan we na fa so na leaky ye eti going forward no a kwan we ana ye de be fa so a in leaky biem. That is one aspect I was say wayek for sure. Another aspect in so
me say ye lay foundation from Africa Education Watch for no we ra kwesi ni mo asamba mizum no so we ra ni mo pacha otemenka after dem say internet no agina yi kakra no anu guso a wo kasa padaroma me bacha on mute where you know my we ra ni mo
mute
me bacha o mute o padaroma. Okay, and it's last moment now on the
it is an mechanisms are on one casa de ato.
Good. Yatonka, Ranimo. Yatonka.
You said an American air cano. Yeah, online and then school level monitoring. Now, the say preliminary findings are regarding conduct of the exams. No, over here 20th September. And they detected leakage of the food and nutrition paper 3, you know. But answer the bedroom leakages, no so no. Over the years since the proliferation of social media 2013, and I who say leakage of examination questions, no, abasro. And I'm say initially no, now it's a school level and more practices in ECOSO. Now so now no, because of social media no, and they say phones I could have more school mo. Yenya enforce the ban on the use of mobile phones in Tino. In my funny baby, now final year students no ekuta phones. Now okuta phone didn't okuta phone ne say our Telegram page be so, our WhatsApp page be so. With cheer ama obi or say answer no bet na see actual exams no. Then sabeka question paper no emo de amano ama na solve answer na our examination ho no anampo then sabeka Into no say or examination or honor the answer never send it. No so nsa can be no the actual activities way and I'm a fear be to say questions a leaky
Oranimo
na fear way there a leaky pa no paper 3 no a detector say 2.5 hours to the start of the paper no question no circulating on social media and sana omo cultural instruction no the evidence na the idea na go your Facebook page so the viewers ni na ehwe edu ebi na yete say why say questions na leak na eba the issue of examination questions leakage na brebia why question okita and say questions no in leak any problem. Now, so the fact that only into most questions nearly and also count internet, you have a discussion about the leakages and send a stopping.
Yeah.
Then now we see kind of over the course of the week, no, English language paper 2, elective maths paper 2, NAPTEX English language paper 2, NAPTEX social studies, 4 subject physics paper 2, and now no so my shadow. Any food and nutrition paper 3, I detected the leak of this paper and some cultural exams on the 20th of September. We have papers are making it's about the majority of some of the core and electives not much on. Yeah. And so now no rescheduling now or say or reschedule because of some 11 schools. One kind of baby ask questions nearly key and name why say almost elective maths, any English language papers, no. And a circulatory. Chess almost and we in a circulatory. And so we have evidence to the effect, say, at 10:41 and 10:48 p.m. respectively, elective maths paper 2, any English language paper 2, a leaky the night before the scheduled date and 8:30 time out. omode show exams no.
Okay.
I ho evidence na ya boa no na dey bi akeka ho e dey akoso CI dey akacha. You go some investigations into it. Now you who the sources of the leakage na nkasa. Because
one kasa investigation and monitor amu ye no. Me Madam Agnes Tekudu atwetwe nkomo on radio. Ama naturally how secured the examination papers and questions are. Code a woman de to ano padlock a ka ho baby a woman de koguo ansa na time a woman release e dey call the various examination centers. Say when you na ye no kura na say year adwuma per more assessment exam papers they say they leaky kwasi
yo ne di kan I feel we you who are the for questions marketers no and as a dealers no omoye initially no onya question na ye twa na ye dey send no nti ono so de ba beto ne Telegram page na nipa be 60,000 13,000 20,000 e was no no mo hu say our questions no nti omo etua no omo de omunya no hours before it dey be a night before say na make emails na English language na serve no nti say na be obetro say owo no a few hours or 30 minutes to the paper no dey beto public platform no so our Telegram but pay platform na there a WhatsApp page and nipa kakra bi pe na woso then so say na
it's not just say you paid for the questions mutobi.
It is part of our monitoring
okay
because yanya ne sana ye hu the extent to which leakage in the AC.
Okay, for instance,
emails no
paper bi amoto on saying we want to understand what on saying.
The papers range between 30 to 100 cedis.
30 Ghana cedis to 100 Ghana cedis.
Depending on the dealer and the nature of the question papers. And I also who say omo shadow paper no wie ye no. Dealers na atwo mo nsem. Now so eno no kwada nche no. Na make us leakages no initially no mu track question paper no edit. But after put the nutrition paper 3 no, you blow sa whistle no. You who say see an questions ne ba no mo atwere. Into emails leakage na ba no. Na 2 A4 sheets and no match questions eguso. Into no sa no serial number that paper na no hu. So food and nutrition paper 3 na leaky no. Utimi hu say paper na ya twa to ho no. Front page wo ho, question side nso wo ho no. Into say no so mo asesa mo niam. Into eno no ye serialization ni code na why for kan ho asem no na emom e ba ne say ye bie question paper na no a eba ne say ye bie question paper na no a e was say why official e wo ho why can my see recently all the time they can why send the question in free or strong room in leaky here and so now say why can some be chim say the key to the question paper no e why official ho no bia no 45 minutes to the start of the paper the key to the opening of the questions no why official ho they are only mandate the start of the paper now so evidence I work the effect say 9 hours 7 hours 2.5 hours 4 hours to the start of the paper and the papers need be leaky now you know beside say papers na fa in a leaky baby I cast questions leaky why ba or say questions in leaky recently press statements or issue and as a press conference or here why say papers no yet no answer na circulating evidence I submit my CID HSA English language paper 2 elective maths paper 2 they leaked 9 hours and 8 hours respectively to the start of the paper.
But you know what about WAEC ne post-train say oji atum say look sin to bi wo baby as say ye na ye ho adwuma. How do we deal with our post-train no moving forward because the pakon no nyintum say adwuma no ahato sin enti na fibia papers no leak here ye so no say kwasi
yo they say why a employee of the government of Ghana Ghana ban and ama why adwuma say afie bia about the pre-tertiary assessment one year my more free since the 1950s until net and a WAEC ebeshen in Jumasi. Into WAEC in the Jumane dear. So what is a WAEC air cast questions in Likia or Bonnie Juma Hobay? A baby yen a sika and a did surgery. Into yen I will say when say a said dear say ensure accountability efficiency of a Juma no more ne ebium ya share say examinations no more conducting credible and answer at the end of the day no omu ria certificate ya de be ma no dey call baby say na ebe si ehu na afa and am say afia bia ya cast questions a leak it is affecting the credibility of the examination and affects the credibility or the quality of the certification na a free SAR exams yimuba.
Okay, but
last year after 2020 WASI report launch no you engage stakeholders be brave titire any the Ministry of Education ema yenya commitment initially no 2020 elections ne beba so no omampanyi estate say nsensem na ekoso wo WASI no ho no ne nye ho ntino o state the commitment to the effect say I will say a reforming assessment system. No? Emma, the then Deputy Minister, I enable Minister for Education. Eka who simply say, oh no, questions a leak to or what's none in India home. Until 2021 was monitoring a shot here. No, we will see any ministry in a year, Juma. To the effect says, since the leakage of food and nutrition paper 3 na detected, you know, I and the minister no have a meeting, a church and acquire more faso. Leaky questions no be a feedback site say to any kwam of us with the mam of friend near the idea nyina I no so free or set a committee to investigate some of these operations no abesi na anu ya physics paper 2 near no akra exams omotre findings aye nyina we share it with the ministry unofficially na almost so hu am dey aboa investigations no and they said the medical kind why ejuma yoni ni ode ejuma na ma no the Ministry of Education nti no say about why chem so na say emwa all those say recommendations say making the 2020 WASI report e be come why no dodo na so eco ema government the Ministry of Education the Ghana Education Service no now because they are in the position of policy implementation no omo ne betimi ahwe ni pakro mo de ejuma no ma no say ejuma no oye ni ye say ejuma no sinto wom omo ene betimi ahwe atwe na adwen abaso na say atwe no ejina bebia wo so ejina no ye ejuma no ye nti ye dealings are dealing regarding the WASI 2021 monitoring ni nyina no ye need the Ministry of Education ye nkita ho ye findings nyina so ye de mo say na be ya the commitment or the amaye say they will look to the reform of assessments no and I said to the ensuring the quality of our assessment system no yen so betimi aboa as a CSO and as a policy think tank your education sector no
kwasi ubegina so mame na fe ye metwa me ho sima aba me ba ye be san so aba ho na fe mi wa bejafon so studio hanma ye ne omo nyina din komo no na fe ya behwe the involvement of some of the schools impo because per reporter I think last year or last 2 years we dey buy no schools ni bi wo hanma they play a major role in getting their students some of these questions before they get into the examination hall until yeba be say ankomo ni na afi yetimi akoyanim mami twa me ho me ba yeba twa ankomo no so yeba sisi a Nnawotwe, we are live on Adom TV at 94.7 FM. Ne dijumedi de bro bedase say watwen yen na ogusu a wo hwen wo TV so na wo tien wo radio so na Facebook asemo etosu mienu na egusu a ye twetwe ho enkomo kwasi ni mo I share light on a lot of things. And it's not ogusu a wo kasa but listening to Adwuma Africa Education Watch for omaye well,
first of all, now Africa Education Watch almost say abasobodie. It's say in our part of the world, no, easy say man for be two or see or aye juma found to send your moye no. And a civil society and other advocacy platforms now. And then if I be na share baby a one monetary consideration. so betimi nya adamudie ne ade afa achire ne ade no na basically nipa bebre na eye omunkran hye but me no me hwe Africa Education Watch omodwuma omo ya obi sound say den sika bi no bi kotu ya mo anase timo poboni ben bi no mo wonti no mo ye nkwara da achinti na mutu sa na monti me bo mo abaso so nko ne ya hye omunkran say omonko so nya adwuma omo ye na on WAEC issue no me point is say ade we start see ye na nye ne etinka ye nim kwa nka osenka WAEC timinya mechanisms be in place betimi correct some of these things going forward simple ntimi entu asiempo betimi reduce effect no but we dey I said da no na afibia ya betina
say kwesi o say afidi no dey akosoro pa
na say un say technology is increasing now people are having access to a whole lot of gadgets and into we den ya ebekoso and I be kwampa o compare kwampa e be this time em call so but because now sophisticated gadgets last na make kind police report be and our so we share statistics and numbers now be face say e be a crime across but crime cause because the only thing na see at the time no is because there's a proliferation of media until now omutimi body and our method of collecting your friends information and also improve but be previously we betimi akotu obi monaka and back to the police attention similarly that is what is happening now it make me say this time the cost because now there's proliferation of social media near day and I'm so kita sophisticated gadget be also in your car about Telegram 60,000 people
on one platform
any joke
it is okase 30 Ghana cedis na kwesi kan say 30 Ghana cedis crowd
any joke
to nipa 60,000
any joke
any skaketwa
it is a why omuntimi nya mechanism bia so a there na me the mechanism say when there is demand there will be supply omotena si adwen hu ebisa say adenti na nkwara na dodo no omo pe ade na na so mu hia ade no that is an aspect to that we need to look at
last bit time you dey call commercial break na me ka say you ba the interest of certain schools
yes maybe
to even get the
someone kasa prepare ade na nkwara no so what I say it na make us when there's a demand there's a supply now hweniama bi e koso ene ya mene wo kasa you know schools ni bi o no ma even from BEC level amokocho wie na pe 100% pass in BEC na banana the ball ntia be competition so it's in a school bia person cheso no na inquire atimi twa dodo they don't really care about the outcome say inquire na nkasa no they become the embodiment of the knowledge the human say was inquire no pass and no na media make say it's about time say you be question the psychology behind our examination processes so at Osha Africa anu say you say ukocho exams are me pese me use nu kwanu mu term no na akoye ti say do or die so but there we so no enye owuo ne nkwa asem you see the essence of just Google examination test na shade it is to test your understandability the whole thing no baba share educational system no say ko ba ni say teacher ni ana so church for ana say lecturer bi so set questioner o say me tricky o tricky wine now can you hear me say what is osmosis and I say what is matter so what I say what is matter no upese ohun say me ns matter na o che class no matter say upese ohun say nupanu matter na o che class no what I say nyesa na so yen teacher fo yi ni yen professors ni yen lecturers yi de bia ana me tene na hwe say obeti asia but then say you want to understand you person who say the outside no meti asia so media me can say examination
director mauli say share o say examination enye owo ni nkwasem obi atua fees ya
dey owo ni nkwasem but it shouldn't be
fees a watua na fe ko do examination wala do or die o
say no na make no the way ya man na do or die ni there ebeba bedu mpempen so a nkwara no om person om kwade om nkwacha because onim say so when timi en fees a stage no anko the next stage and brabo apim etimini mauli ya adwen so what I say etina make say it's not about time say you share educational structure no you share examinational processes no you change the psychology of the children na teacher for nanka say prepare nkwa na nya understanding say you are testing the understandability of akwara no
okay
nim dia wetinye nyefi ne wesua no so what I say akoba ne sa akwara no be won say oh even if mitiminya kakra bi kwampo na mitiminya komanim and now say even if kwampo say mentimi enya akwanya bi da nkyɛn a me fa so a mabra boy den ebetimi awie mi yi ekoba ne sa akwara bi enu an obepre ne se okwa akɔpɛ nti sa demand no ebekɔ form ekɔ so supply no eba
kwesi mesa ba ho nche bia but Tony sa attitude na ya dey examination because at the end of the day the ultimate is for me to get into the university enti kwan bia so university so metimi atwa me wasi na menyanya di wo ba ko say e wo ba ko pe anya dia
especially English
you know anya dia menya university mu kwan so one the number of universities we have in Ghana the accessibility to some of the universities say universities need those one then enkonkoye do or die and say or die be die exams so Tony, I don't know if you agree with me.
One major area I say etimi kan ho asem say educational policy no here reforms. Some reforms need to be banner chere in school way baby what your target is. You need and now who buy so to so ban in interest here then. But according to an interest here fine art. But what pushing some for
science
and general arts.
If you are teacher for the push your money,
I get me. Inti
my share me experience. Come on, me call SS.
Miss Moby, how dare you?
Me papa. Science. The bad Jerry forcing science now be. But first day I'm got a science class, Form 1. Me to back seat. Na your entrance ni you know. Baku de ni baku de chire. Ya throw ya the paper call round obi a throw ni din. Me hwe teacher no ba nyama baby a ade na ma me sorry for entrance na we chire ho.
Na call baby.
Anu no me bisa baby a general arts. Class no wo. Ana mo say wa ha na me ko tena ase din. Because me went say manya the fast na ma fa me ho anka wura. Dey ko so no ebe ye din. So that is the experience I had.
Guy be sharing the experience so I think city. Say no drawing. Ni mama bu sa so ko doctor
na so no de o se ne mama
na enti na na ya to colors no art o ko science of
I think I listened to the gentleman.
By the end of the day he's drawing his art is going international. Is that what making
a cartoonist I think so.
Oh enti educational
policy science and committee ha
and also here then again no o say your course school no like they are teaching you to pass exams. Enti nipa bebre na no baba na
true and poor pass and forget.
So he's preparing his mind towards an examination. Enti okona say ebito chima. So the eagerness say SME nya leak say o question we never. But you see you have the textbook. You are chair for 3 years. You open your dream. Area be na do to awuntimi. So if you are really focused on what you want to do. Enti me I do an annual ritual. Now on say a crew tour. U biebie ni mia na manu. And I say man baffen but ye dey say crew no ye biebie ni mana ekese. We are not fighting crime to reduce it. We are fighting crime to increase it. When you have the proliferation of social media and you can access more crime but yeah the idea in himself Apo has lived with us for years. Those times you see well endowed schools no more talk until less privileged schools in the yes then again nipe secondary school getting into tertiary institutions the competition until be a person mean falling within the pass mark and A to C and yes I mean and we call police simple we call migration we call fire and in look at the determinants. The ESA unya as an agile. But obi or hobby F. Exams there. And you're the brilliant student in the past you.
Yeah, it's true.
But Sandy Panufan was fire. Look, he's going to learn on the job. It's a me only for system no on the job and off the job.
Yeah.
She omo ya e chi omo okuma say quack doctors. Wa ye clinical wa tina hospital about 20 years in US,
UK. Doctor Bia.
A Juma betting a year, Obia, or Ghana Medical School,
to me, yeah.
By a child, I say, go when you must was a quack doctor.
Okay.
All we need to do is to put in a system. Say, ne name deal with Jumano Sunu. How do we tap him into the system? No, but what? And to me, we need to look at the whole educational system again. Say, you're placing priorities on their interests. So all these examinations, so who assess it, the assessment of children for 3 years, and they pass you more to Exeter. Who is going to buy exam paper to make sure the Bible pass?
My main question anymore. Question is what me name. What's here? My major for meaning. They've shared a couple of thoughts, especially on the issue of involvement of some of the schools in procuring exams papers for their school, just so they can pass with 100%. I don't know, me to me, who say in your report, what to be captured in Mr. Kwesi?
Yeah, so over here, 2020 was a report now. Yesterday, the arrest of an invigilator. I know about questions, answers to a science teacher, no a core math teacher, or about science answers. Our students, our home, and a channel. And only the did kind. A biome, yes, actually 9 invigilators be. And I say, no, or questions no, or daily. Now, your teachers be any invigilators being so. Almost questions never, not almost. No more they assign the other teachers, no more solve it. No more can chair more friend. This year monitoring now, no. Ye field monitors no amayate as say schools no more. Say in America no before 2013 Alabama proliferation of social media ban. Now schools no edili o ma de dada. Ye field monitors amayate as say schools no e bia jeje mo fra no hoska. Ah mo boabo no. Say questions no say bedrooms
Kwasi jina ye na bia odu no me ho nya me schools no abi kwasi me ba wadaruma schools no abi timi jiji sika wo mu jiji sika se wo mu kope questions no de abramo fra no kwasi
adwuma omo ye preparation for exams no ho preparation for exams no ho no e say e wo say twa by all means into no omo ya che it's something they've been doing. But then, no, we are clamping down on them with our monitoring. No, into no better than ajiji my friend in same ska. Ebi at the fees be our mood here home. No shame. Into at the time of the exams, no. And you say ebi omo koto question. Ebi talk, ebi so on talk. Ebi so the NSA officials are why edi omo beba no. Na omo to omo same side. Now you are na say why supervisor. 25 cedis a day. Yen so yatete from our field monitors no say why officials no be one ma omo aya compromise omo no it may be 6,000 3,000 say ombu nanim guso na yen fanya na ebeye and this has been going on for years ebi edia business omo ye nti ombenya mo fani bebre obehe na ye jimo say nipa kwa ye jine 30 cedis kra we now registered in mofra 999 no more cultural exams ebi a private public schools num so ebi wo ho na ye mention say schools no a reputation in some of these things no e no pese omo ye send obi kan no 100% pass no they are marketing nti no no ye dwumedi a omudi I field monitors no more gather data to that effect. And only about
okay.
Ebio supervisors' involvement. No say nemidi kan no. Why I come at as say questions no only 45 minutes to the start of the exams. And at the key no one how to the questions no. Also to me bia no. Into no say supervisor and answer why official no. In charge of the key. Supervisors say chichiomo questions say leaky hours before no. And no why and they are responsible. Ebium, a buying assessment forms now. 2020 was a report. You can't want them say na the form of assessment ɛwɔ ɔman mu hanom yɛ reform no ɛnyɛ exams questions nkoa anaasɛ yɛtena se akyerɛ exams nkoa ne assessment form ɛwɔ hɔ daabi. There are other assessment forms that assessment bodies be in charge of.
Okay.
Intino, where do me write your recommendations from your 2020 WASI reports?
Okay, meba answer na ebe recommendations no. Yeah, banner for be wrap up. Na suma me na fe yentwe honra ye ba. We'll just look into the recommendations na fe ya wrap up on the whole show. Within the Chief Jerry Force and yentwe honra ye ba. Ya be twan komo no so. Ya ba sisi ya. Yama kwa baby Adom TV sune na Nnawotwe Yi dwumadie na kakrakra de eba na wie no but ma mensa ko nimu ho. Okay. Okay, answer na mekọ kwesi nimu ho no. Deputy Education Minister ono so adwenkyere efasa leakages yi producers no ma ya hwe na fe yetie no tia na fe ye ba ya beto aso.
WAEC from 1992 each time we hear better people be an leaky. Meaning, say, as a minister, you are very worried. Say, your man who controls them, now say, we in the one, and another question in WhatsApp, social media, and going forward, as a nation, as a country, Diana was here to me. This is a idea.
I asked him, say, you inquire about cultural exams, not the mountain near the, and ya dear, a demo, where ya dears will be a defender. And you know. Wohwe WAEC for statement a wom de ba ya wom so investigation bi eso wom ye bia no omoaye de so wom to aso bia so mugu so indicate se papers bia wom susun se leaky ne ade ne ho na montu a wom etu ye nyina no so no wom ne nsentwefo edi ho kita ho me ne woka say we have mra bia ya pass friend no Cyber Security Act 1036 2020 ne pass ye no etremu makwan ma woni a efa WhatsApp so fa Facebook so fa kotikwan be so de leaky exams questions bia no emra no ese ni omudi so we will follow through and make sure so bia wa fa kotikwan be so etia WAEC mra bia no we must bring such people to book. But going forward, Dr. House Edichum is very much concerned. Sir, examination na and it's a kekawa bia eba ho and going forward ne kura among other measures are edigu akwam atumi safeguarded the integrity of the exams are etro no ye be a friend serialization into that hine me no betumi atena examination hall baako ye nyina paper baako ne etro e bia atimi be nkumisumeti unifa enso no wo number 1 no e bia me number 20 me number 3 e bia wo number 60 enti no ye de afra enti no ebeboa ema nneoma bi a examination malpractice no ne ade so atekra all those arrangements no are in place at BC level ebeye wasi so yebeye ayeguso a ye sa hye no de ase emiemiemu bia nso a se obi bia whatever way a onya access to examination ya yibi no ode ba beto abonten so no ye miemie ni nyinam. But the fact that I must say is that in most of the cases no obehwe no na papers be the Facebook near the two foot leaky obewa kohwe mu no kra no na ye bia 2014 paper bi.
Okay, Honorable Tim Fordjo, Deputy Education Minister, and now my colleague, that's him, and Komono. Kwesi, my member of the response and the assurance from the Deputy Education Minister, in 3 minutes, or Jenny saying, Kwesi,
you see a response now, or make if a statement to the effect say, WAEC investigations are now say. Yen kan hu say WAEC say na medi kan no or assessment body a o ye adwuma wo man a o employer na eba assessment system no mu a WAEC enya accountable to anyone ombu kunta ma obi a na adwuma na o ye ombu kunta ma obi a Into what's the 2020 report? My recommendation say we need a regulator of assessments. Our regulator of assessments, and you say assessment bodies a better man. No, I am in charge of them. On a more license, a renew more license. Now, examination of practice home reports, Biana, a the regulator of assessments. No, as an independent assessment regulator, no, or no, I investigations into those more practice and issues now at their ban.
Okay.
No, but man, independent findings. Now, always having a practice where WAEC investigates itself, no, and ya de be a boy. Since the 1950s, I can say WAEC are conducting exams have been seen with their examination questions form of exams. No, I would say a bombardier competition Emma WAEC because CCR no you can't assessment body ewa my muhanuma WAEC in kwani. Nti ye competition Emma WAEC na ye share say if there are other forms, if other types of assessments
okay.
I bet me. Ama in Mofrano and I said those bodies are taking charge and support in providing pre-tertiary assessment. Explore that option also. So that all these assessment bodies will be under the purview of the regulator of assessments.
Okay.
Allowing WAEC to always investigate itself, no. MYing. Finally, no, may conclude in Amaka say, operations of these leakages now ebano. In Mofrano. Almost set questions ni eliki because parents being so ebi more friend ebi because about the cancellation of examination papers and you say it's quite harsh because more friend be enya into more friend be enya questions no almost set questions ni eliki parents room so be almost person more friend etran almost wait to make questions ni be more schools need being so almost person more friend etran no more they come once almost wait to me engaging in more practices. ASA. A breakthrough, say you have a national conversation on more practices. Now, religious bodies, and the moral society, parents, teachers, now ministry, now policymakers, no so made and now having this conversation because it is about an attitude, it's about an attitudinal change. We will say initiate.
Okay.
Because
all right.
Send you be kind of supply creates its own demand. The questions ne eba bontia near or person the questions need dijumano. Or back for your questions they check on baby a shebia.
Okay.
No so they dijuma. And you have a national conversation. A bit me abwama. All these bodies, no, it's me who baby also be in a jumafa.
All right,
they carry this issue of examination questions.
Question Junior, a programs officer, Africa Education Watch. Maybe one minute. The way forward. Yeah, how do we deal with it? Yeah, sorry.
Oh, CJ, me face question mo ne Africa Education Watch no. Almost suggestions are mo there to jana o share e mu da o fine na me o share discussions in some way kan ono so CCB so. So intimate the recommendation a fantastic recommendation. Back also the minister and so kind so yeah another way and so betting your boys realization.
Okay.
Any identity na ye na
I will still maintain say we should really look at our educational platform, the systems from scratch to the baby kono. Nyama be bring out to see. Yeah, the 25 city more say Invigilator. Me a parent am say mo be na me bar, I can compromise you. Ni nyina here.
Okay.
So that we can be able to affect the system. Na yen sense ye adwin say akwanu pass this grade and when you admission to wherever. I believe you use our bottlenecks now. The children will say daily activity and more classwork, be the missing exam say then ni na boama at the end of the day be mommy good marks are
okay.
But
I say Anthony Nupenu, a Greater Accra regional organizer of the NDC, NSC Akumi as the 2020 parliamentary candidate Akotia constituency MPP. And many of the train corner. We didn't Chief Jerry Fortin. You know, we be asked some of the comments by you know, my production team. Solid job. Nyami adma that's an every chance we share. My free. The price for greatness is responsibility. Yakrao.